Okay, let's get our special guest on. There she is. And a huge hello goes out to the awesome Julie Fisher. Now, Julie, can you hear us?
Yes.
Have you got the thing on?
I have.
Okay, I can't really hear you loud enough. Let's see why not.
The volume up.
Yes.
Is that better?
Oh, much better, much better it is. All right, now with a little bit of let me just fix her camera first. That's the way. We got her right next to yes. Most of you will know who the lovely Julie Fisher is. I'm just trying to fix some sounds at the moment. Okay. A little bit of an introduction, which is very, very, very important as to why we have Julie on today. First of all, Julie, thank you so much for joining us on this awesome show, the Greek show of RPPFM, the KK Factor, the Greek Eurobeat show, because every Tuesday you have your own show.
I do.
Tell us what's it called and what time.
The show is called The Unexpected Journey, and it is in the studio right next door to this one here at RPPFM. Yes, in the Red Room. And it goes from 1 till 2 p.m. every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. Now, we're incredibly proud to share some exciting news from one of our very own here at RPPFM, Julie Fisher, a passionate advocate and change maker in the disability space. She's achieved something truly remarkable. Her Stevie Award for Social Changemaker disability was featured on a billboard in Times Square, New York City.
It was
one of the biggest and most iconic stages in the world. And there's our beautiful Julie Fisher. Even from afar, seeing her work illuminated in the heart of New York is a moment Julie says she'll never forget. But this recognition represents so much more than just an award. It's a powerful spotlight on inclusion, on the voices that deserve to be heard, and on the strength of storytelling to shift understanding. Where but here down under in Australia. Now, Julie reminds us that when you stand up for what truly matters, the impact can reach further than you've imagined, sometimes all the way to Times Square, New York.
Yes.
The Stevie Awards honour leaders and change makers across the globe. Are being recognised among them is an incredible achievement. Julie's journey has always been about real people, real families, and heartfelt belief in creating a world where everyone belongs, and today that mission shone just a little bit brighter. So, Julie, congratulations. You've made RPPFM Australia and the inclusion community very, very proud.
Thank you so much. Yes, I was very proud when I heard that I had taken out the bronze in that category.
Amazing.
Very surreal at the time. And then I saw the billboard and it was like, oh, look at that.
How did you, that split-second moment, how did it, did you break down and cry? How did you feel, Julie?
No, I just felt really proud.
Oh.
Just felt really proud, yeah.
And hubby and Darcy?
Yeah, they thought it was fantastic as well. And, you know, as you might remember, Darcy was featured in Times Square on the 6th of September with the National Down Syndrome Society over there. So now Mama and Baby have both been in Times Square and, yeah, couldn't be prouder.
It's an amazing. And the great thing is it's Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're being recognised up there. Thank you, Donald Trump. Julie, let's go down. Let's go back to that moment of when you're nominated and how you felt.
Oh, when I was nominated, because I've known about the Stevie Awards for a while and sort of thought, oh, they're probably a bit out of my reach for a while. I still sort of felt a bit like that. But then when I got nominated, I thought, oh, well, let's go. I mean, what have I got to lose? Nothing really. So I did my submission and did it nice and early, which I've since found out doesn't give you brownie points, but it does make a bit of a difference because the judges have got longer then to look at your submission and, you know, sort of go over it with a fine-tooth comb. So getting it in early made a big difference. And yeah, then finding out I was a finalist was crazy because, you know, thousands of people nominate and, you know, for those awards. So that was pretty surreal as well. And watching it unfold live on their page. It was actually on a Tuesday and I missed the announcement because I was on live on air.
Yeah, time difference.
But that's okay. I found out when I got home and very, very happy about that. So
we are stoked. And for those that don't know, those that have been following me here at RPPFM will know, but for those that don't know, There's a little bit of a story between Julie and myself. So Julie and I went to school in, I can't remember when, but we were both in year 10 at McKinnon High School.
We were.
And obviously, things change. Our lives take a different change. I went off into TAFE to do dental technician work, and we lost touch. And it wasn't until I started working here at RPPFM, well, actually prior, I started following this page, The Unexpected Journey, and I was really stoked about all the stories and the support that someone was giving in the disability sector that had a Down syndrome child, and just kept following the unexpected journey. And I started liking it and sharing things, and then it could have been a couple of months or so into me being here at the station.
Yeah.
I got home at 10 o'clock at night, and I see these messages come through on Messenger on Facebook. And she says, I'm just reaching out because your name, I do believe I went to school with Arula Cricalis. And I said, I'm not sure about your surname. Julia rings a bell, but I'm really not sure. But the one thing I can tell you, there's only one Rula Cricalis in Australia. That I am 100% certain of. So she came back and told me her maiden name. And as soon as I read the name, I was like, oh, my gosh, that is just unbelievable. And then she said, I saw you following my page, and I wanted to reach out. And both our shows happen to be on a Tuesday. 1 o'clock is Julie, 7:30 is mine, and we live literally 5 minutes apart.
We do.
Like how did that happen? I've got no idea.
It's crazy.
But it did happen. And here we are now. And, when you go to school with someone and then you see them all grown up and you follow their story, well, come on, Julie, your story is so unique. I followed the unexpected journey, and then, I started following you as Julie Fisher and seeing all these books that you had written and all these awards and recognitions. And, let's start this year. How many have you won?
I've won 3 awards this year. So I've won gold at the Beam Awards for excellence in diversity and inclusion. I won gold for Best Anthology for From the Hearts of Mums, my 3rd book. And then recently I've won the bronze for the Stevie Awards for Social Changemaker in disability.
Wow.
Yeah.
And let's talk about all the books you've written.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So the first book was The Unexpected Journey, and a really apt title because everything that's happened since then has been quite unexpected, because the book was originally just a bucket list item. Like from high school, I always thought it would be cool to write a book.
Wow.
From the age of about 14. And then when I was 50, I finally realised that dream.
Wow.
Never thought anything would come from it. I thought I'd just write it and that would be it, and we'd go about our lives as normal. And boy, was I wrong. The first opportunity that came up with Carers Victoria, we did an amazing campaign with them, Darcy and I. And then COVID hit, but I'd started to get the taste of getting my message out there further, and just started doing lots of things online. I started speaking online. I started my 2nd book during COVID, which is The Magic of Inclusion, which is exactly about what the title says. And really the big message is that everyone really needs to be accepted for who they are so they can live life as it should be lived without worrying about judgment. And then, From the Hearts of Mums was born after that, and that was through some connections online. Some beautiful mothers in England and the US are included in that book. And then, everything started to get back to normal, but by this stage, I was quite well known in the disability sector and was getting asked to speak at events and things like that. And it's just all happened organically, Rula, really. Like I didn't plan to do what I'm doing now. Even the radio show, that was unexpected. That was just from me saying to Chris one day, look, we text and we call on the phone all the time. Let's meet up for a coffee. So I came here for a coffee and the show was born. So it was all very unexpected, but I really love what I do, and the feedback I get from other families is, thank you for being a voice for all of us. It's really important, and it is important. It's important for everybody to feel safe, really,
That's
at the end of the day, and be able to go about their lives.
Julie, I've got on the live screen on the social platforms, I do have the QR code of the unexpected journey of your website.
Yep.
So everybody can take a photo of that QR code and it'll take you straight to her website. And obviously now I did put down your name, but I don't know why it didn't come up. Maybe because of let me see if I can bring it up. Okay, I'll put up her name, Julie Fisher, and then I will put it into the live chat shortly, because by putting Julie Fisher up, The Unexpected Journey, which is your 2 Facebook pages and your other pages through the social platforms, I want to go back to the QR code. So we'll put the QR code back on there and I will put on the live chat Julie Fisher soonish.
Beautiful. And the website at the moment is being redone because everything's changed since that first got developed, and it's been sort of mistreated for a while. So,
as the title goes, The Unexpected Journey.
So somebody is actually working on that at the moment to really showcase what I'm doing now, which is very exciting.
Julie, I can't be any prouder. Australia's proud. Everybody's proud. And just to touch on, having a child with Down syndrome or having a child with a disability, and for new mums, that could be very traumatic. There's that love, but then there's that fear.
Mm-hmm.
And having someone like you, like an advocate that can help these people, does make a huge difference. And I believe a lot of people do reach out and you give information. When people reach out and you help them, I guess you also focus on your personal experience.
Yeah. And I was really lucky. Like when we found out that Darcy had Down syndrome while I was pregnant, I'd actually become friends with a lady called Tina who does the show with me every Tuesday. And she has a daughter with Down syndrome. And I was able to connect with her and ask her questions, even though at that point we weren't thinking of having any more children. And then when I got pregnant a couple of years later, Tina and I were quite close. And then when we got the diagnosis, she was also running a support group. So I was able to join that while I was pregnant. So I knew right from the start how important support was, because it can be very lonely. It's very emotional. It's scary. Even if you think you're prepared, which I thought I was, it's still a roller coaster of a ride, and having support and having people who have been there and traveling that same journey, I can't emphasize how important it is. It really is, because you don't have to be alone.
That's right.
And, by sharing our story and doing what we do on the radio, it just shows people that we are just a family, with kids, and we're all just doing the best that we can. Yes, Darcy needs additional supports, but so.
That's right. And we are very lucky here in Australia. If I can compare to some European countries, I can't say for any other country because I haven't done my research. You would know better. I feel that Australia has come a long way in acceptance and inclusion, and have come in a long way, especially with children with Down syndrome. Because I remember when my children were in high school and my best friend's children were going to Mount Waverley High. And she actually told me there were students there with Down syndrome, and they're just part of the curriculum, part of everyday students, that don't have disabilities.
Yeah.
And I just thought, wow, how good is that? Not just for that child that's got the disability, but also for the ones that don't have a disability as such, that can accept and show that support. And I think Australia has definitely come a long way.
Oh, we're the leaders, I think, for sure. Especially we have the NDIS, which, yes, it's got its issues and it's got its problems, and at the moment it's going through lots of changes, but that was always going to happen. There was always going to be changes because it wasn't perfect, and it takes a long time to make things run smoothly. But we've got that,
We've got that.
When Darcy was first born, we didn't have that, and finding funding for therapy services and things like that was really hard. And now we have the NDIS. We don't have those battles. Now we have the battles of making sure we get the funding we need, but we've got it, and Darcy can go and be independent out and about in the community without his mum, which is really important at 19. And it's wonderful. Like, he can just go off and experience life without
I've had
me,
dinner with Darcy.
Yep.
And I've had a fantastic time, absolutely fantastic time. Julie, funding, because you fund everything yourself. And I think it's time that I start advocating for you at somewhat pace to create that awareness, because I think people should start funding you and supporting you in the work that you do. We have a Greek committee or a community. It's called Agapi Care, which is for people with disabilities. I think it's up to the age of 60. And I'll be catching up with the CEO there soon and checking that all out and seeing how it all fits in and how I can incorporate that with you and your show. That's kind of like a little bit of a goal there.
Okay.
But it's very important that people look your way and support you, and there should be businesses that, can fund you, fund your show, fund you as a person, because you're funding everything.
Yes.
Like, that's hard work.
It is hard work, but
I know you do it because you love it.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, with the expo, the providers do pay to exhibit at the expo, but like everything, there's overheads and things like that, and my time in organising it.
Yeah.
But I love it, and I can bring it to the community, and it's wonderful. But there is more I want to do, and I'm slowly but surely sort of looking at what that's going to look like. I'm going to launch a couple of things very soon. I have run a Visions and Dreams workshop before, which is creating a vision board. And my initial idea was for a mum or a dad to come in and create a vision board for their child who has a disability, so they can have their goals up there. And when we all know that when you have a vision board in front of you, it's top of mind. All of those things are top of mind all the time. And to work out on strategies of how you can achieve those goals. But then as I started to launch it, I thought, well, anybody can come really, even the mums and dads, because, as a parent, for quite a while there, you're not sort of focusing on your dreams, you're focusing on your children. So
that's exactly right.
Yeah, so I've run 2 Visions and Dreams shops, which have gone quite well, but I'm going to be running them online. There will be a small fee to come because obviously there'll be some time and I'll be helping people, but I think it's going to be good because...
Well, I'm going to support you 100%. We're going to catch up in your busy schedule so that I fit into the plan somehow for me.
You've got a busy schedule too, mate.
Yeah, I know, but I can fit it in. Don't worry. I've got to fit it in because I really do want to give you that added support, and for anything I can do, anything the KK Factor can do for you. I think it's really important. You deserve it. I love you. You're just an amazing human being with such a big heart.
Thank you.
And your family is absolutely adorable, and I can say that because I have met the family.
You have?
Yes, I have. And we've got some hellos here. So Alex says, I know Mum been feeling with me. He reaches out because we know Alex has also got a disability. He wants to meet Darcy soon, Alex.
I'm sure we'll be able to organise that, and I'm terribly sorry I couldn't come to your show, but I will definitely try and get to the next one, so keep us posted when the next shows are on.
That's it.
Yeah, I'd love to come, and we will definitely meet soon.
Fantastic. And, okay, what does Tony say? Oh my God, a small world. That's awesome. How nice it is seeing each other after these years. Wonderful sweethearts. Thank you, Tony. And Michelle is enjoying this segment as well. Yeah.
Thank you,
A lot
guys.
of support there. So follow Julie. I will put back her name back on the screen. So you can follow Julie on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Oh, yeah,
really,
I have
really,
a TikTok,
yes
but
no?
I don't really,
Okay.
I'm not active there. I keep getting told I should be, which I probably should be.
Slowly fit it all in.
Yeah.
So Julie Fisher, Fisher. Julie's Julie, or The Unexpected Journey. Julie, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure having you here in the studio live with me.
It's been great.
I'm
glad I could come in today.
I'm surprised I haven't got you in because you're here, there, everywhere, and I just can't get
Well, I've been on the show before, but we did it
have.
online. So when you asked me, I thought, yes, all right, I'll get down to the studio again today. I was here today in the afternoon, and now I'm back.
You're back again. Julie, thank you so much. And,
absolute pleasure.
We will catch up. We're gonna have to just lock it into the diary.
Yes, we are.
Because your diary is really full.
It has been crazy.
October
was a very busy month, but I had my event.
Yes,
I had some speaking events. It was Down Syndrome Awareness Month.
Yes, that's right.
We had the event up in Wollongong with Celebrate T21 as well that we weren't missing. And Darcy won an award that weekend.
Yes, tell us about Darcy's award.
Yeah, so he got Rockstar Volunteer of the Year. And
little darling.
That's because the book that they produce, we deliver that to allied health and schools so that, again, to raise awareness so that people can see the real families in the Down syndrome community.
Yes,
So
I do have one of those books. And also, there's an expo coming up. Do you want to tell us about the expo if anyone wants to meet Julie? And if you bought her books or you want to buy her books, you want to get them signed, here's your chance. Let's talk about the expo.
yeah, well, mine's already been and gone, but this Saturday I'm speaking at the Melbourne Disability Expo at the Convention Centre in Melbourne. I'll be speaking at 1:30 p.m, but I'll be there aiming to get there about 11:30, just so I can have a look around as well. So, yeah, if you're there, look me up and come and see me.
Fantastic. Will Darcy by any chance be there?
No, he'll be doing his stuff. He's got some things
weekend.
coming up. So this Friday he's got a cabaret show
Yeah.
at BAM Arts in Frankston. So anyone can go. It's $20 a ticket. I'm going to give them a plug while I'm here.
Yeah,
and then next week he's actually doing a singing show with BAM as well at
Fantastic. Can you share all that on your The Unexpected Journey or Julie Fisher page? And that way I can share it on the KK Factor.
Yep.
Julie, it's been a huge pleasure. Thank you, darling.
Thank you for having me.
And now I've got to teach you some Greek.
Oh, that's what Mick said. My Greek won't be up to scratch, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what language the music's in, does it?
No, it doesn't. It's exactly right. Thank you, Julie.
Thanks,
really
Rula.
Appreciate it.
Pleasure.